1-800-449-8686. This is the Phil Hendry Show.
Coming up, we're going to be interviewing Mr. Brad Rifkin, and I'd love to be able to tell you what it's about. I don't remember, so when Mr. Rifkin... He has a I know. He has a new speed bag that is called the Trina Speed Bag, and the gentleman is Mr. Rifkin's actually in the advertising business. But for whatever reason, he's gone into sports merchandising, and he's going to tell us in just a couple of seconds here about his new product, which is the Trina Speed Bag. Our number is 1-800-449-8686. Coming up also, Larry Grover from the Conservatives of Kern County, and the new magazine that he has coming out called Fresh Crop. Just to continue discussion of the submarine as it pertains to the United States Armed Forces in warfare. You see, the submarine is it's a really...
Oh, shut up.
Okay.
No, really, forget it. Hunt for Red October, and...
Yeah, it's fine, man. You know, you guys with your favorite movies, you really bother me. You know that?
Well, you like Crimson Tide.
Yeah, I know, but I ain't going to live and die on it. These guys fighting over movies, whatever. Movies. You know, they always tell you, hey, we made the movie to show you what real life is about. There ain't nothing in the movies that's real life. If it was real life, then people would actually go, oh, wow, that's really terrible. I don't want to do that anymore. All cats want to do is go out and do the stuff they see in movies.
Yeah.
So it can't possibly be real life.
Why?
Think about it. A guy makes a movie with a lot of violence in it, right?
Yeah.
And he says, the reason why I made the movie is to show how much violence there is in life and to do something about it, to make a statement that we shouldn't do this.
Okay.
Then a kid goes out, gets a gun, blows a guy away because he saw it in a movie.
Say that again.
A guy makes a movie, and what he's doing is he blows a guy. Hello?
Blows what?
Oh, will you guys leave me alone? On the line, Mr. Brad Rifkin in Las Vegas, Nevada tonight. And Mr. Rifkin, how are you, sir?
Well, Phil, I'm doing very well. Thanks for having me on your program. I get a big kick out of listening to you here in Las Vegas.
Thank you very much. Mr. Rifkin, you're in the advertising business. You also have opened up a line of sports merchandise. Is that correct?
Well, it's not a large line of sports merchandise, Phil, but we are excited about one of our products, which is a fight bag, speed bag, and we're also excited, Phil, and we're also very proud to announce that of every dollar made through the sale of our Trina Sports Bag, we are going to donate 25 cents to domestic abuse, domestic violence outreach programs to help families that are affected by this very terrible disease, this very terrible syndrome.
That's a very commendable goal, and you are, I take it, at a gym right now?
I am, Phil. I'm at a place called Brock's Gym. It's in North Las Vegas.
Tell me about this bag, why it's unique, why you have this tie-in with domestic abuse.
Phil, I got the idea for the Trina Speed Bag. My wife's name is Trina, who I love very much. In fact, I can't even imagine my life without her. She's the best woman I've ever met, and she's put up with a lot. Trina and I went through a very difficult period, and I got the idea for the Trina Speed Bag when I was working out myself. I do not fight professionally, but I do enjoy boxing for fitness. I also like to go watch it. What I did is I took a regular speed bag. For people who don't know what a speed bag is,
yeah, let's explain. It's the little round thing that guys.
Yeah, you speed on it. You're using your fists. You're using your gloved hands to hit this bag that is slightly elevated. It gives you coordination. It allows you to have quicker hands, hand-eye coordination. That thing.
Okay, the little tiny bag that's hanging. It looks like a tonsil.
Yeah, it looks like that thing that hangs in your throat or whatever. But anyway. So that kind of took my mind off. Now I'm thinking about having my mouth open.
Never mind. Go ahead.
So the Trina Speed Bag, I took a regular speed bag, and what I did is I was able to affix to it a plastic sleeve. And inside that sleeve, I would put a picture of my wife, Trina. And I would go to the gym with this bag, and I would hang the bag up, and then I would see her. And please understand, I love my wife very much, but at this particular time I was having problems with her. And we were involved in domestic violence.
Okay. Were you arrested?
Yes, I was.
Wow.
So in order to break myself of that syndrome, if I wanted to smack her or hit her, or whatever you want to call it, I would go down with a Trina speed bag, I'd hang it up, and I'd see her. There's that face, and I'd go to work on it, and I found that it gave me some release.
Were you imagining that you're hitting her, or?
Well, you are. What I had done is I had tried to alter the bag. This sounds a little ridiculous, but I tried to alter the bag using, I would paint eyes on it. I got a picture of my wife, and I took it over to a friend of mine who's an artist, and I said, paint the bag to look like her.
It must be emotional, huh?
It's very emotional, yeah.
So he painted the bag so it was her face?
Yeah, and it's ridiculous, but we got some hair, like a wig, and we put a wig on it. So I would take this down, and I would really lay into it. It turned out it was not a good idea because the paint got smeared and the wig flew off. Instead, I invented this sleeve.
So just to interrupt you, so you're imagining yourself pounding on your wife is what you're...
Well, you are, but you're not really pounding on her. You're not beating her up. You're beating into this bag with her face right there, and so you're really going to it. And I also found, and as I went around and I talked to other men that have this problem, you could insert anyone's picture in there. So what happened was this took off not just as a way of dealing with domestic violence, but also dealing with a child who comes home with a bad report card. If you've got a picture of your daughter or your son, you could put it in the bag, and you can really beat the Jesus.
Do you find yourself getting angry?
I remember moments, when my daughter came home, she had an F on something. And my daughter's not stupid, and when she comes home with Fs, I know she's in class just goofing around. So I said, really, an F? That's great. And I got out of the house as fast as I could. Otherwise, I know there was going to be some damage done. So I went down to the gym. I got out a picture of my daughter, and it was actually a picture of her laying on a little rug that we took when she was a baby, a little nude baby shot. And the reason why I used that picture is because my daughter, who I love, is, getting Fs, and yet she wants the whole world to think she's so cute. And there it is, and I just, oh, man, would I love to, and...
Well, you're hitting the bag with a picture of your daughter as an infant.
That's correct, yes. And so anybody, it can be a boss, or you may not have a picture, and that's why we use the plastic insert. You can put a picture of for instance, I'll give an example. My grandmother, I don't have a problem with her at all, but she just continues to live. And the reason why I said...
all right, I just want to interrupt here. I'm talking with Mr. Brad Rifkin. He has a product called the Trina Speedbag. What is wrong with your grandmother again?
There's nothing wrong with it, Phil. I'm just telling you something personal for me. She's always on the phone. She always needs something, and that's fine, and I'm always over there. I'm over at my grandmother's house at least probably 3-4 times a week getting her something. Or, this pipe broke. And I'm like, is that right? That's too bad, Grandma. And I'll go down with the Trina Speedbag. I got a picture of my grandmother, and I tried to find the most pruned-up looking, just something that says... I can't even find the words of the thing that I want to say.
Well, Mr. Rifkin, with all due respect, it sounds as if you have a difficult time expressing yourself verbally as opposed to using this speed bag.
Well, I do, but let me tell you something. A couple of jabs to the Trina speed bag. Sometimes all it takes is just one good roundhouse. What I do is I take my grandmother's picture and I put it in there and I go, watch this. And I come around with a right hand, and I almost knocked that bag right off the hook. I mean, I almost put that bag because, and then a couple of headbutts, too, because sometimes it's not even enough to hit it with your fist. And there was one night that I was injured, and we have a notice to the bag, don't headbutt it, because what happened was I tried to headbutt it when I had a picture of my grandmother in it, because hitting it wasn't enough. And I spit on it. I did everything, and then I headbutted it. And the bag flew off, and I hit the wall. So,
oh God!
Yeah. But we're doing very well with it.
Can I ask you something?
You know, and the other thing is, the other thing you want to do with it is, if the fists aren't enough, you can take. I went down one night with some fishing line. I had about an 8-pound test fishing line, just razor sharp, and I wanted to wrap. And I put my wife's picture in it, and I wrapped the fishing line around it.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. But you can do this with this bag. And what you do is you put the picture in, and then you wrap fishing line around it, and you spit at it, and then you box the ears, left, right. You're just doing ear shots, you know, because what you can imagine is the blood coming out of the nose when you do. See, I'm sorry.
Well, we're getting into some specifics that I don't need.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
I don't need to hear this. What I'm hearing from you is you developed the Trina speedbag to deal with your problem of violence towards your wife and towards your family.
That is correct, yes, sir, and I love my family very much.
All right. And that's fine as long as you're not hit. You have no more problems being physically abusive to your family.
None whatsoever, sir, no.
So I can't find any fault. It just sounds to me like you've got a lot of issues there.
I love my family, but when they start in, when my wife starts in, you got this advertising business. You said it was going to be this and that. I said, boy, there you go again. There it goes. There's the mouth. I knew it was only a matter of time. So I'll take off for hours, and she'll say, you done with that speed bag again? I said, it's better to speed bag than a coroner's report tomorrow morning, and you're at the top line. See what I'm saying? So.
Oh, boy. I mean, you do have a...
I've got an anger issue. What do you think I did the bag for? What do you think, I'm just doing this for kicks? I don't do anything for jollies. I do stuff to change what is everything what is, see? And that's why I do it.
All right, let's take a break here. We're talking with Mr. Brad Rifkin. The Trina speed bag is a speed bag that they use in boxing, and you can put the picture of your wife or your daughter, in his case his grandmother, and just go to work on it. If you've got an issue with them. He did try having the bag painted to look just like his wife. Anyway, it's a lot of the money is going toward domestic abuse resource and agencies that help that way. Our number is 1-800-449-8686. World-famous Phil Hendry Show.
Phil Hendry, 1-800-449-8686. The Phil Hendry Show is back. 1-800-449-8686.
Mr. Brad Rifkin joins me from Las Vegas, Nevada. He is the owner of a sports line called the Trina Speed Bag. Every dollar they make with the sale of the Trina Speed Bag goes to domestic abuse, domestic violence outreach. And we got a couple of calls, Mr. Rifkin, but I wanted to just ask you, this is a product that is used by men primarily, right?
Well, no, women can use it too, but most of the people that we make our sales to are men.
But this is designed to allow someone to express some physical violence against an individual without it being the individual.
Yeah, I would say that, but I just want to say it's better to do it to a bag than a real person, don't you think? I mean...
Well, yeah, but you're talking about wrapping fishing line around it and spitting on it and headbutting it. All right, let's go to Lloyd. Go ahead.
Hi, is that me, sir?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Good evening, Phil. I am enjoying your broadcast. My question is to the gentleman.
Yes, sir.
Do the bags come in different colors and sizes? Is my immediate question for you, and I'll hang up and listen.
The bags do, if I knew what the gentleman wanted.
Well, the thing that I wanted...
Wait, I thought you were going to hang up and listen.
Well, I guess I didn't, did I? I guess I'm still here.
No, I would answer the gentleman's...
hold on for a minute. What is that supposed to mean?
No, you said you'd hang up and listen.
Isn't that what people say?
Who?
The people that call talk shows.
Then they hang up and they listen. But if you wanted to answer, why would you hang up and listen?
Can I hang up and listen to the answer?
Yes, but then you're still talking to me.
You got a hard-on for me or something?
No, come on. Just give it the answer his question, will you?
Well, gentlemen, if you just calm down for a minute.
No, I want to know if the bag comes in different colors and sizes.
Yes, we can, sir. Can you ask me what it is that you need? We can. Speed bags are a regulation size. You have to understand.
Well, I don't need it to be that much larger. Just a little bit larger If I sent you a photograph of the individual, could you make the bag that individual's head size?
Well, he's saying that it's for pictures.
But the bag has the bag has a plastic sleeve.
No, I understand. I don't even need that. I just need something that I can use my imagination with.
And well, tell me how large you need it. You know,
the head size of this person is fairly significant, and I want the bag to be black. I want the bag to be black. And
the head size is so the larger bag.
Yes, sir, and the bag should be black.
So is the person a black person?
Yes, sir, it is. And I don't know that.
Well, is it someone you know or someone?
Well, it's someone my wife is constantly watching on television, and I have grown to hate her, really in a way that I find remarkable. I don't even hate. I fought for this country in Korea, and I didn't hate the enemy as much as I hate this one.
So I'm curious.
Yeah, I am. Who is it?
Well, it's the woman, the Winfrey woman. So if I sent you a copy of O Magazine, if you could get a big black bag about the size of her head.
Well, you don't want her face drawn on or anything.
No. Just a big one, and I'll beat the hell out of that. I can tell you that. I'll probably have to come in for another one. I'll probably need a new big black bag a week.
Well, sir, I can tell you, I don't know about how big you want it. Speed bags are regular size. We do have black bags, though.
You want to beat the hell out of Oprah Winfrey, huh?
Yes, I do. And I don't know how that's any business of yours. You're the gentleman who was giving me a hard time about hanging up and listening.
Well, you didn't hang up and listen. When you said you're going to hang up and listen, then you hang up and listen, okay?
You're talking to a Korean War veteran, okay? And for all of the pain and suffering, I got to come home and look at Oprah staring back at me with her hair pulled back, that big face. Jesus.
Well, no, I understand, sir.
How soon can you keep me resupplied? And
all right, you need a bag a week, a big black bag a week. Great, fine. Hang up, and we'll...
Listen, you turd, what? All right, let's go to it.
Let's go to another phone call here. 1-800-449-8686. Justin, go ahead. Justin?
Oh, hi. I wanted to ask the man if you can make the bag look like my brother, if I brought a picture of my brother.
No, see, we don't make the bags look anything.
Yeah, the bags are not painted. That's what he tried to do, but you got to put a picture in.
Oh, you put a picture in it?
Yes, sir. You put a picture in the front of the bag. It looks like somebody.
Well, if can you make the bag flat in the front or anything like that?
Flat in the front?
What do you need it for?
My younger brother has panfacism, and he always gets a lot of attention from my parents.
What is panfacism? You're talking about Down syndrome?
I think he's talking about Down syndrome.
Well, yeah, but
what do you mean panfacism?
Well, it's almost like it's a philosophy. It's like it's not even something that he was born with. I think he believes in it, and he always gets attention. He's always playing for attention, and it really it makes me PO'd. So I was just wondering if you could flatten the bag in the front.
No, sir, I can't flatten the bag in the front.
Sir, that's called Down syndrome. It's not a philosophy. Those poor kids suffer from that. It is if they suffer at all, it is a prenatal fetal condition.
Excuse me, Mr. Henry, I don't mean to argue with you, but I'm the one that lives with the gloid, not you.
And I don't like the word gloid, and I don't like panfacism, and goodbye.
God, what a douchebag, man. That's too bad.
You're really taking a hard time tonight, Phil, aren't you?
Well, you know what, I suppose that this subject brings out the worst in people. RC, go ahead. You're on the Phil Hendry Show.
Mondo! All right.
That's all the time we've got. Thank you very much.
Did that guy want to say something?
No, we hung up on him. Thank you very much, Mr. Rifkin, for coming on the program. The Trina speed bag, named after his wife Trina, and he just slides a picture of her in the front of that bag, and you go to work on it, huh, Brad?
Yeah, I wear out a few bags, man. I'll tell you that. The way her mouth goes.
Phil Hendry Show. 1-800-449-8686. 1-800-449-8686. The Phil Hendry Show is back.
What's wrong?
Bud's outside. I think he has been on the paint again.
Teddy's from security. Bud is outside on the paint?
I think he is on it again, yeah, because he's acting very disordinate.
You know, I told him I would fire him, man. Is he sniffing it?
You got to come outside.
All right, hold on for a minute, folks. Would you bring him in here if you can?
You need to go out there. That's all I'm telling you. Because I think the boy is, he's obviously stoned.
All right, I'll go out. You need to sit down here for me, Teddy, if you wouldn't mind.
All right. My name is Teddy Bartholomew. I work at the security here, and Mr. Henry is going to be back in a moment. I hope everyone is having a good evening. And it is a lovely evening here in Southern California. And Mr. Henry coming back in. He went outside because Bud Dickman had been, I believe that the man is showing the sides of paint and tile, like sniffing paint. Here comes Mr. Henry now. You all right?
Huh?
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Nothing wrong with me.
Am I all right?
Well, did Bud stone? Bud's okay. I sent him out. He's going to do everything. You go ahead, Teddy. Split.
Are you all right, Mr. Henry?
Yeah, man, I'm good. I'm good. All right. What's up? Huh? Oh, man. You know, sometimes I just want to go home, you know, and where I have a beach house, and I know that sounds like I'm rich, but I'm not because we rent it, but there's a beautiful, man, you should have seen the ocean today. The ocean today was, you know, and I went out right on the sand, you know, the surf was out there.
Phil Hendry is stoned. Phil Hendry is stoned.
All those people out there. I know big swells, you know. I don't mean swell, you know, but that's what they call a wave anyway. It's like a swell, you know.
Woo! Earth to Phil. Jesus.
There. Have you ever... I don't have anything against people that don't live near the ocean, but you should live near the ocean sometimes because okay, I'm going to say something. Well, it'll expand your consciousness is what it'll do. It's expansive, you know. Check out this part. Isn't that... okay. All right, check this out. Hey. Ooh. Ow. 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 Hey. Hey. Check this out. Hey, 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 hey.
Damn now.
Henry,
What?
turn that music off, bud.
Okay.
Henry!
What, man?
All right, bud, get him out of the studio. Get some coffee into him.
Come on, Phil.
Get your hands off of me, man.
Get some coffee into him, and then get him home.
Come on, Phil.
So you think you're the only guy that could do 2 cans a day, huh? Check this out, man.
Turn that hippie crap off and get some black hot coffee into him. Get anything black into him.
Well, if you say so.
I'm kidding.
Phil Hendry, 1-800-449-8686.